Welcome. We are live tonight. I'm so excited and welcome again to Unite to Face Addiction. I'm Kathy Reddington with Unite to Face Addiction. First, I want to apologize before I go any further to Sheldon Hill. I called him Sheldon Hall on the introduction, and I think I was nervous, but I want to apologize to Sheldon and understand that it was a mistake. I want to also mention that we were going to be on YouTube Live tonight, but we're having technical difficulties that will be taken care of as soon as we possibly can get to it. So we'll be on Facebook Live tonight, although you can also re-watch this at any time on our Facebook site. And then thirdly, just a reminder, part of the grant that we received went to scholarship money for people in need, and that has gone through Skyward Recovery. We would like to do more scholarship funding, for individuals that would need that help. But we are going to ask for possible donations from you, really asking for donations from you. If you can give anything to us, every dollar will help, because we are here for you. We want to help. So these are my singing bowls. They make a big noise. And we will start with the yoga and sound therapy for recovery. I'll turn it over to our yogi for the evening, Belinda Thurston.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Belinda. Thank you, Kathy, for such an awesome introduction. Kathy and I are actually sharing in the same space. And that's like, wow, something to really appreciate in the day and era that we live in, to say, wow, I can be in proximity to someone. You don't know what you miss until you miss it. I feel like it's certainly been a part of some of the lessons of 2020. I'm Belinda Thurston, and I'm from Just Be Yoga. We're a donation-based yoga facility, but we also offer yoga that's inclusive and accessible, as well as yoga for recovery. So I wanted to be able to share, along with Kathy, to start off our Uplifting the Lockdown, this 3-day virtual event, with a connection with our bodies and our mind, and kind of bring ourselves down, disconnect from all of the hype and the steady, crazy pace of so much virtual existence, so that we can get ourselves grounded and ready to receive all of the wonderful gifts that are going to be coming at us for the next 3 days, with speakers and musicians and comedy and panel discussions. So we're going to connect in, see what's going on inside, see what we need to tune into, and see what we got to let it go. All right, so if you're joining, please make yourself comfortable. Don't feel like you have to be some super Olympic level yogi. Yoga means to create a connection. That's why it's a beautiful practice for connecting in with what's going on our insides, if we are surviving and trying to work into a recovery space, recovering from a substance abuse disorder where you're trying to cover up what's really going on. Let that go, come inside and feel what's going on. So we're going to start today in a comfortable seated space. You can be sitting with your legs out in front of you. You can be sitting cross-legged. I'm going to start with my legs out in front of me and just take in a little bit of the silence. Silence, and maybe you're noticing in your mind, it's not that quiet. And that's okay. It's okay to start to notice all of the stimulation that's going on just beneath the surface of our skin. What parts of our physical body are talking to us, begging for attention? That feeling that you've been saying, I'll get to that later. We're here to spend time with it now. Maybe it's a cry. Maybe it's a laugh. It's yours and it wants to be recognized. We say this phrase in Sanskrit in yoga, sthira sukha, ease and steadiness. And addiction is definitely a space of dis-ease. So let's notice where that dis-ease is in our bones. Hear the wonderful sounds of the crystal singing bowls. What is it touching inside of us? What do we want to get in touch with ourselves? And if you're joining, we'll lengthen the arms up. Breath in. Exhale, take it forward. Maybe flutter the lips. Hang on. Enjoy having no demands being put upon you. Don't worry about what the shape of your body looks like. What is your body feeling like? Are you noticing any dis-ease? And we'll bring ourselves back up. Let your hands trace your body and feel yourselves receiving a tender touch. And let's lift breath in. Let your arms feel heavy and loose. We don't need to strain or force anything. Maybe reflect a little bit on this year. How have you been holding on to this year with a white knuckle grip? Maybe it feels good to just let the arms hang a little heavy. Know that they're still attached, and we'll exhale and take it forward. Let your hands touch something. And just give yourselves a tender touch as we bring ourselves up. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. If you want to join, we'll let out an Om sound with the singing bowls. If you want to close your eyes, feel free. Nice deep breath in. Let's move to hands and knees if you're comfortable doing so. Maybe put a blanket down underneath of your knees. I'm going to come to hands and knees here and just feel my hands on the earth. Feel the solid earth beneath us. What makes us feel solid do we know? Just sway left and right. And then we'll sway back, right, forward, left, and back. A little circle, a little gyration. Feeling your own inner earth spinning on the axis within you. And we'll change direction. Now feel, do you want to change your pace? Would that be more fun? Would that feel better on your hands, your knees, your spine? Do you want to slow down? Give it an expression, maybe a sensual expression, maybe a funny expression. How are you feeling today? And I'm just going to move my ribs, bending them to the left and right. Do I fit in this skin that I'm in? Or are things going on in my life where things are shifting so much that I need to shed that old skin to get ready for the new being that I'm becoming? And now we'll bow and flex the back of that cat and cow if you want. Now if your knees are getting tired, go ahead and go back to sitting. If your wrists are tired, you could make a fist and rest on your knuckles. Feel the chest area. What feels vulnerable in our bodies? What feels really happy to be acknowledged and moved? In those vulnerable spaces, can we lift the heart? Are you offering it the way you want to, not with anyone else's expectation? And round the spine. We've all got to protect our hearts. And only we know what our hearts need or how it's crying. Let's breathe in and drop the belly down. And you offer your heart as much as you feel that you're capable of right now or that you want to. And let's round. Good, we'll bring the hands down. And we're going to step the right foot up. Awesome. I'm going to keep my left hand down and maybe just bring my right hand to my hip. Notice how it feels just to bring your right hand to your hips. Maybe that feels sassy. Maybe it feels like you're striking a pose. You could work the neck. Pay attention to what's going on in your mind. Is your mind asking you, do you need to be doing more? And maybe answer back, can this be enough? We'll bring that hand down and bring that right leg back. And take our time and step that left foot up. I'll bring my right hand down, and if you want to twist, twist. If you don't want to, don't do it. Feel your spine. Feel your organs. Twists are wonderful to wring out. Wring out what's still stuck in there. Wring out what's stale and not serving us in our thoughts, in our flesh, in our memory. And we'll bring that left hand down, stepping that left knee back. And we'll do a pose that maybe you're familiar with, child's pose. So I like to start with my knees wide, and I'm just going to set my hips back. Now, if you've got a yoga block handy, miracle, or maybe a stack of books or a pillow, you can let your head rest there. And even if your head does reach the floor, can you give yourself support? And reflect right here on how you have allowed yourself to ask for support this year through things that we're not familiar with, through things that are scary. And then just feel it in the fiber of your being. Recalling when you accepted that support. You leaned into a friend who offered you a lending hand. You went and learned some new information so you could take care of something. All of that are ways in which we allow ourselves to be supported. Feel the weight of your body receiving that support. The earth is right here beneath us in our mat. I'm going to move that block out of my way. And I'm going to come up to standing. You come up any way that you can. And we'll find a mountain pose. Standing. And just feel your feet. Maybe you want to stomp them. Maybe you want to step softly. You get to be in your body in ways in which it feels good. Your temple. Right? What does that mean? How are we wearing the skin we're in? And then we'll stand tall. What does your mountain feel like? Is it rigid? Is it confident? Is your mountain taking support from the earth? Let's breathe in and lengthen and reach up. Feel the reaching from your waist, from your ribs. Feel your feet holding you on the earth. And take a moment and just reflect on what we've been reaching for this year. What have we been directing our attention to, our vision for how we want to be, how we want our families to be, how we want our hearts to feel. Breath in, reach and lift without strain, and we'll take it forward. Maybe do that flutter lip again, deep breath. Shaking the head. I love to bring my arms together and just gently sway. Checking in on how much I let myself go with the flow. You could soften your knees. Feel the weight of the world falling off your shoulders. You don't need to carry that anymore. Hear the sound of your breath. We're going to become a little bit more dynamic now. So I'm often going to say, like, if you want, if it would feel good for you, and really listen. I'm just sharing my practice of what I need to restore today, of what I need to connect in, and I need to slow some things down, but I also need to feel my entire body, the whole house. All right, so listen and flow if you like. Knees soft, rolling the spine up, feeling the back of your body. Now feel the front of your body, reaching, offer your heart to the heavens up above. Exhale, cascading it down, moving how you want to feel. Let's breathe in and lift the chest up halfway. Exhale, lower. You might notice I let my fingers touch myself, giving me a loving touch each time. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, lower. Our yoga can be ways that we can give ourselves the love and kindness that we need. Rolling the spine up. Not asking it from someone else, saying, I'm worthy to give it to myself. And we'll reach. Hear those notes floating in the air. Exhale, lowering it down, bowing down, surrendering. Surrendering. I'm going to plant my palms down and step back to a plank position. Now again, if you want, and this might be where you want to execute your free will, or maybe your knees are down. Maybe look down at the earth and imagine there's a mirror looking right back at you. Who do you see? See someone strong, all contained and together just when you thought you were going to fall apart, but no. And we'll lift the hips. Find some ease in the neck and the shoulders. Maybe pedaling those heels. What's stuck in the back of those legs? Send some love into your legs, thanking you for carrying you on this journey. Maybe you're in a journey of recovery from some substance, from some addictive pattern, maybe food, maybe gambling. We're feeling in our bodies what's been clinging and holding on. Breath in. And we'll bring our left knee down, stepping the right foot up. If you want to have a block for support, you can. We'll tuck the back toes and straighten the back leg. Pull the chest up, allow for length. Make sure you're not forcing yourself. We're being forced into so many things lately that we didn't imagine. Don't bring that with you on your mat. Let this be, as my friend Tashmika likes to say, writing a love letter to yourself. And we'll bring the left knee down. I'm going to move that block out of the way, stepping that right knee back. And another plank if you want. Looking in that mirror, seeing yourself strong, maybe smiling, looking back at you. We are living this moment, and it's a beautiful moment. Your heart is beating, your body, hopefully all of your limbs, everything is operating. What a gift. Lift the hips up, let the head go. Deep breath. Sigh it out. Right knee down. Take in hearing your own voice. Stepping your left foot up, sounding for yourselves. Maybe grab that block, tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg, and experience length in our stride. Length in the steps that we're taking toward ourselves. Breath. Step the right foot up, rolling the spine up. Breathing in, reaching up to the heavens. Exhale, bringing it down, lifting your chest halfway, a caress, a tender feeling for yourselves, planting the palms, stepping to plank, Remember, this is optional. And we'll lower down. Feel the belly come in contact with the earth. Secure. Can we trust it to be our ground and offer the heart? Ask yourself how much it wants to give. Are you honoring that, or are you forcing something right now? And downward facing dog, if you like. Deep breath. Let's look up to the top of the mat. Maybe you bring a knee down first. Maybe you walk your feet up. Maybe some of you want to jump the feet up, feeling strength in the body. Breath in, forward fold. Feel your feet holding you now. Where is the weight, in one leg or the other? What sections of each foot are holding you? Where is your mind? What do you not need to be thinking about right now? And can you give yourselves permission? And we'll take a seat right here, bending the knees, sinking the weight into the heels, and offering the heart in this manner. Offering the heart with the intensity of our inner fire. Starting to learn to not be afraid of our inner fire. Don't be afraid of your power. Harness it for you, give it to you, and then the rest you can give away. You, solid, strong. Good, let's come to standing. Find some release, feel it. Don't be in a hurry. And take it forward. Lifting the chest up. We're going to plant the palms and step back to that optional plank once again. First option, right knee down. Spin the foot flat. Feel what's solid underneath of you. Feel your left foot working. Your right knee on the earth. Right arm. Ask it to give you support. And then see how much your heart will trust to open it up. Go ahead and keep your gaze down. It's perfectly fair to need to see what's holding you up. To see your foundation so you know it. Now I said that was option 1. Option 2, if you want, straighten. Do we test out new waters? Practice at it for that next shift that's going to come in our lives, because we know more shifts are coming. And say, okay, this is how I handled finding a new space on my mat. Maybe it'll help me off the mat. We'll come on back to plank. Lower down to our bellies. Hear your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Breath in. Offer your heart. What's helping lift your heart? How much are your arms helping you? How much is your chest helping you? How much is your body weight helping you? And downward facing dog, deep breath. All right, so you can stay in the down dog, or you could lift your right leg. What? You can see three limbs for 3 arms, right? I could have used one today. But we'll feel this tripod dog. And know that your body is right here saying, I'm with you, I'm resilient, and I can support you so that that other leg can feel freedom. Now we're going to bring that right foot through in between our hands and spin that left foot flat. And go ahead and find a flourish, an expressive movement with those arms, finding your warrior. And just take in that word, my warrior. What do I fight for? What do I fight toward? Maybe reflect on that inner fight that we've been not letting go of. And just feel yourself, give yourself permission right here to just let it go an iota. Maybe just use a smile to help you remember that you can let that go because you're strong. Your base has you. Open your eyes for a new vision, and then maybe let's reverse. Feel something new. Don't take yourselves beyond what your body says yes to. Maybe means maybe not as well. And we'll bring this elbow to the knee. Lengthen, reaching. What are we reaching for? And we'll bring the hands down, spin onto the left toes, sink in the hips, pull the chest up. All right, hang out with me here. We're going to spin it around. And let it go. Hang out. Hang out and just be in touch with all of your senses. Feel your skin everywhere. Feel vibration, hear vibration. And let's walk the hands out in front of us a little. And maybe shift back and forth. Do we know how our body is holding us, where the weight is being carried? Checking in on, am I being rocked? Or am I more solid than I knew? Is there a new edge? Maybe walk those hands forward and say, what? Who knew that was possible? Or maybe you go, oh no, that's not for me. And bring it back, forward fold. Some of you might want to explore, remember new things. Maybe you walk your hands through, see what happens. Maybe some of you are surprising yourselves and the top of your head touches the floor because I just surprised myself. Feel your legs sturdy and yet stretching for a new space of depth for you. All right, so hopefully you're still hanging out with me. We're going to go now to the left. I'm going to lift my toes, spin on that heel, spin on the right toe, and find my lunge. Now, I actually ended up longer in my stride than what my body was ready for. All right, and I'm saying, okay, I hear you, body. I'm going to back it up. How often have we needed to listen to those signals? To slow down, back it off. And it doesn't mean that I didn't remain committed. I'm still in it. I just made an adjustment for what my body wanted to let me do, let me feel for now. And I'm going to spin that foot flat. Remember that flourish. Wow. How do we want to feel? Open-hearted, open arms. Let's close and give ourselves a hug, maybe recalling how much we've been holding on tight. Shielding ourselves and say, okay, no, I can be this open. I can let it shine. My real self, my true self, I can learn. Maybe we'll reverse. Feel your legs, trust them. And here we go, elbow to the knee if you're still with us. Maybe you're taking a break. That would be so awesome. I'm going to reach this right arm, smiling or not. You don't have to smile. But pay attention to what's the yoga you're wearing on your face. So now I'm going to bring the hands down. And we're going to step back to our favorite plank, or not. Where are we? Have we already surprised ourselves in what we've given ourselves permission to feel, do, or not do? We'll bring that left knee down on that option 1. Spinning that right foot flat on that option. Feeling secure, asking my left hand, hey, are you with me? My arm says, okay, well, I want you to slow down. Need to thrust the hips a little bit. Secure myself to the earth. My right foot really wasn't cooperating. Come on, right foot, I need you. And then maybe we lift. Now remember, this is an option. Or if you want to play, maybe you didn't play on the other side. It's perfectly legal yoga to play on one side only. And maybe we come up and we find ourselves falling, and that's cool. Bring the knee down and say, I'm still standing. Just standing in my way. Breath. And we'll bring those hands down, lowering to our bellies, lifting the chest cobra. Maybe there's more room. Maybe there's not. Don't have any expectation. I'm going to twist, and I don't know why, other than felt like a good thing to do. And downward facing dog, big breath if you're joining. Sigh it out. Maybe see if you can just connect in with a couple of those beautiful floating notes. And see if you believe that the notes could lift your left leg. What would that feel like? What could we envision, dream, imagine? Activate that imagining muscle. Don't let it atrophy. Our vision for our future, our vision for what we're stepping toward. In us, not in stuff, not in other people, not in anything that we cannot change or control. And we'll bring this left leg down. And we'll bring our knees down and find a child's pose that works for us. And I love to say you can always just rest your chin in your hand and keep a gaze vigilant about what's going on around us. And that's legit. We can't trust sometimes. Hear and feel what your inner self is asking. Feel your body and your mind receiving that you're really listening and not commanding. And let's come on up to sitting. All right, so I'm going to cross my legs in what might look for some of us like a little nuts, okay? If your body doesn't go here, cross your legs in any way that feels comfortable for you. Okay, so I'm stacking knee joint over knee joint and feeling myself come in contact with myself, lifting my chest up. I'm going to reach my arms out wide. And I like to say I'm reaching my arms out wide to run and give myself my own chest bump. Could we greet ourselves that way with that much enthusiasm? Now bring that right arm under, left arm over, and give ourselves a hug. And then practice a twist. And practice another twist. Back to a neutral space. We'll lift the elbows. And then see what happens if we try to fold into ourselves. Do we enjoy feeling ourselves in contact with ourselves? What can we love about feeling this vessel, this body house? Feel the breath in this container expanding. And we'll let the arms go. Maybe give yourselves a loving massage. And we'll come on up. And let's switch. Take your time. Okay, you could do something fancy, all right? So if you don't want to do anything fancy, go ahead and switch. But, we want to feel, we want to play. So my right foot is down, my left hand is behind me. I'm going to lift my butt off the earth. And then who knows what will happen? We never know until we try, until we believe, until we imagine, or you just looked and said, okay, I don't know what she just did. And that's all right. All right, let's settle down on this side. Feel this moment. And expand and reach out. Maybe envision someone you want to run toward and give a big open-hearted embrace. Someone you want to thank. Someone you want to tell that you appreciate. Maybe it's yourself. A past self. You want to maybe say, hey, I didn't want to leave you behind. Come on, little me. Come on and join me. All right, we're going to bring the left arm under, right arm over, if I remember that right. And give it a hug. Is it an embrace? Check in on your grip. Are you being too forceful? And we'll twist. Notice what wants to move, what doesn't want to move. And we'll twist. Calming the center, lifting the elbows. Offer something. Feel the freedom in a space that's usually covered and hidden. And we'll release our way over. You can let those arms go anytime you wish. Don't endure anything that's unendurable, that's too painful. Wish for something better for yourself. Remember, sthira, sukha, ease and steadiness. And we'll come on up. No fancy schmancy untwirling now. We'll just free the legs and why don't we shake them out. One more time, feeling our upper body lengthening and reaching from a new root. Feel the stimulation in your root and come forward, willing to be in the skin we're in. Grateful for where we are on our journey. And Kathy once told me that the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield on purpose. So can we accept feeling and looking forward from here? Don't look back. Feel where you are right now. And we'll bring ourselves upright. I'll invite us to come down to a lying down position for our resting meditative moment in our practice. So we're going to come down. You'll make your way down on your own in a way that feels comfortable. And then arrive here. If you can keep your eyes open, go ahead and just see the world from this perspective. Feel the rest in your spine. Tell your body it can chill. And then see if it's trusting you. Maybe you haven't been trustworthy to your body. Maybe your body's like, yeah, we've heard that all before. Can you let it go? We'll invite the knees in. You can hug them if you like with your arm. And if you want a spinal twist, we'll let the knees fall over. Trusting that we can let go and we're still held. That the foundation that we've laid in support, in expression, in choices, in turning things over, that we can trust that support. And come up and over to the other side. Let your neck go, let your head go. Let thinking be done. And feel and accept this moment. Oh, calm the center. Straightening those legs out. Reaching the arms overhead. How long can we be? I love to think about I have infinite spirit inside of this finite vessel of a body. So of course it can't contain me. So I want to beam it all out. And then let's let all of the muscles go loose. Adjust your arms where you would like them to be. Let's take a deep breath in together if you want to join. Sigh it out the mouth. Let's savor that next breath as though we are savoring, smelling in brownies. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. One more time, deep breath. Like you've never had a beautiful breath before. Savor. Exhale doubt. Exhale tension. Exhale fear. Find a normal breath. And accept the beauty of this moment. The effortlessness. Your truth. Start to stretch, floating on the beautiful vibrational energy. Reach into the depths of those sounds. Find a new expression of you, a note that is yours. And let yourselves find your expression for coming up to sitting. Savoring that. Being right here in this moment. Not a future one. There is no there. Only here. And let's check in as how we feel in this here and now. One hand to the heart, one hand to our solar plexus, feeling our love, feeling our power, working together for our wholeness, our self-harmony, so that we can share some beauty with others. If you'd like a single Om, deep breath in. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Belinda, and it's been my pleasure to join with you all, with Kathy, to do our singing bowl and yoga therapy for recovery, yoga and sound therapy for recovery. This has been our Uplifting the Lockdown with Unite to Face Addiction. If you're going to stick around, join us again in around 8:15 Eastern Standard for a great speaker, John Schinholzer. If you're catching us on replay, you can catch all the rest of these videos on the playlist of Unite to Face Addiction. It's been my honor, my privilege, and I really wish you all peace and good health. Namaste.